Testing, testing 1 2, testing 1 2.
try one of these.
Testing 1 2 1 2 1 2. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Donaldsonville High School 2020 graduation ceremony. I am Mr. Marvin Evans, Principal of Donaldsonville High School. We begin tonight with the entering of the graduates. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome our Donaldsonville Chamber of Commerce Teenager of the Year and salutatorian, Troyelle Como. our DHS Student of the Year and valedictorian, Laura Gutierrez. Please remain standing. Our Mistress of Ceremony for the evening, Associate Principal, Ms. Nicole L. Moore Joseph.
Would everybody rise for the national anthem performed by Courtney Washington?
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watch were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets regular, the bombs bursting in it, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave? Oh, the land of the free and our home of the brave.
Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance and the invocation. The Pledge of Allegiance will be led by Daytwan Harris, and the invocation will be led by Brianna Williams. Brianna Williams.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, my bad.
I had the benediction. It's okay. Dear God, we gather here this evening to give you praise for your many blessings and the acts of kindness that you have granted us. Thank you. Thank you for family and friends who who have gathered here to help us celebrate this special day. We ask that you continue to guide, protect, and direct us as we embark upon our future opportunities and lives. Bless us with patience, perseverance, strength, and faith to aid us in making wise decisions in the years ahead. Help us to acknowledge you in all that we say and do, for we know that with you all things are possible. These blessings that we ask and give thanks in your name. Amen.
Please be seated. Graduates, there are a special group of people that have helped you get through the last years. These individuals give of themselves tirelessly. Would you please give a round of applause for the Donaldsonville High School faculty and staff? The welcome address will be given by Lanaja Johnson.
Good evening. As graduates of Donaldsonville High, we would like to welcome our family, friends, faculty, staff, school board officials, and special guests. We greatly appreciate your support, guidance, and help throughout the years. Tonight, we will spark a new era in our lives, one that will result in the decisions we make from now into our future. We make new friends, build relationships, and create memories that will last a lifetime. On behalf of the graduating class of 2020, welcome to the 2020 graduation ceremony.
Class of 2020. Seated to my right are our distinguished guests. One of the core values of Ascension Parish School Board is teamwork. So although I will introduce them individually, collectively they come together to provide us with the resources, leadership, and support that allow us to fulfill our mission at 100 Tiger Drive. Please stand as I call your name. Superintendent of Schools, Mr. David Alexander. School Board Member, District 1, Ms. Robin P. Delaney. Chief Instructional Director, Ms. Edith Walker. Director of Secondary Schools, Ms. Mia Edwards. Supervisor of High Schools and DHS Instructional Support Partner, Ms. Karen B. Ratt. City Councilman, Mr. Lathought Delaney. Supervisor of TAP and Teacher Development, Dr. Don Love. Principal of Apple Digital Academy, Mr. Harry Wright. Ascension Parish Councilman, District 1, Mr. Alvin Coach Thomas. Mayor of Donaldsonville, Mr. Leroy Sullivan. And our Public Information Officer, Ms. Jackie Tisdale. Thank you all for coming. Please help me welcome Troyel Como, the salutatorian of the class of 2020.
Okay. Today's the day we've all been waiting for. Well, sorta. Half of us are waiting to get our diplomas, and the other half is trying to make sure the person next to them doesn't have corona. When we were younger, we couldn't wait to graduate, go to college, and finally be what we always dreamed of being. We didn't realize that high school was going to be as stressful as it was. It amazes me how much we've all changed since we began our journey. From being fresh meat to big men on campus. Many of us would ask, where did the time go? Our first time walking onto campus was a moment we'll never forget. Now, I know that I didn't attend Donaldsonville High my freshman year, but that doesn't mean that we didn't have relatively close experiences. Being a new kid, having to get accustomed to a new school, new teachers, and more responsibility was tough, but change promotes growth. Prior to going to school in Baton Rouge, I went to school down here. So it's not like I was going to be around complete strangers. I used to be really quiet in class, too scared to say anything amongst the very same people I sit with today. But I've grown tremendously, physically, mentally, and spiritually. They've influenced me in more ways than I would have ever imagined. Just within a few years, we've gotten to share nothing but memorable moments. From going to the homecoming dance, to being excited to get to show everyone our rings at the ring ceremony, to being harassed to take ACT work keys, and getting to see Dr. Robinson get his PhD, are just a few things as a class we got to experience outside of the classroom. But over these years, I've gotten to see each and every one of us grow into something greater. Some have grown with maturity, some have grown with understanding, some have grown with confidence, and some are still growing. Some of us have changed in response to what's happened in our lives, but we should never look at them as stopping points. Despite the challenges we have going on and have dealt with, we've all made it to this point. It's never easy bringing up things we try to forget or things that we can't forget no matter how hard we've tried. But it's our biggest teachers. We've all lost someone we love. Losing someone important in your life is a hard pill to swallow, but we've managed. Some of us tonight hold a special young man in their hearts, along with many others as they take their diplomas and imagine what might have been. But I know that Trayshawn would have loved to celebrate and be here to congratulate all he loved. We all know that to know him was to love him. My own rock, my sunshine, my everything, would have loved to be here tonight. But I know that my mom is shouting for joy because her baby girl made it to see this moment. Sometimes it's not to ask why, but a wise woman I know would always answer with why not. First, I'd like to thank God for having us during this pandemic, healthy and very much alive. I'd also like to thank Dr. Gazzery, Ms. Mulmore, Ms. Spears, Ms. Smith, Ms. Calvey, and Dr. Robinson, as well as many more who have made it their mission to see us succeed. Without you constantly pushing us to achieve greater, we wouldn't be sitting here today. Many of them have helped us with classwork, personal issues, mentally dealing with COVID-19, and giving us a little heads up on life. We, class of 2019, thank you all for what you've done for us. Even though we may not always have shown our appreciation, we thank you for all you've done. We walked in Donaldsonville High School as students. Today, we leave as graduates. We only get to experience high school once, and I wouldn't have wanted to spend it with any other than you all. We've cried, we've had our good times, but overall, we made it. Plus, we managed to all be here during a time like this. And I know that if we can make it through a change like this one, anything is possible. So I'd like to say to my class as encouragement, hard times come and go, but faith gets us through those times. Don't forget how far you've come when you may feel discouraged. Change is never easy, but the results can be incredible. I want all of us to never lose sight in why we work as hard as we do. Always remember, changes may change us, but nobody, and I mean no one or nothing, can alter what God has in store. Thank you.
Tonight it gives me great pleasure to introduce our 2020 Donaldsonville High School valedictorian, Laura Gutierrez.
Hello, everyone. As you may know, my name is Laura Gutierrez, and I stand before you, honored to be the valedictorian of Donaldsonville High's class of 2020. First off, I'd like to thank my friends and family, DHS's teachers and staff members, but above all, I would like to thank God for blessing me with this opportunity. To my incredible parents who have always supported me throughout my life, muchas gracias por siempre estar a mi lado y por amarme como a nadie. En serio los aprecio y los amo. To the counselors whom we all have avoided in the hallways, thank you for never giving up on us. To the coaches who taught us that life is full of accomplishments and disappointments, thank you. To Mr. Evans, Dr. Robb, Mrs. Elmore, and Mr. Hilton, we know you all will miss us. Finally, the class of 2020. I want you to know it has truly been a pleasure having shared classrooms, lunchrooms, and bleachers with you over the past 12 years. I can honestly say from the bottom of my heart that you have become my family. But family, like branches on a tree, will grow in different directions. Yet our roots remain as one. Yes, it has been a crazy journey. I remember our transition into freshman year being delayed due to the flood of 2016. And now, our transition out of high school has been a bit tumultuous because of the COVID-19 pandemic. These past few months have been very difficult for everyone, including teachers, parents, students from all over the world. Yet to us, the class of 2020, perhaps one of the most memorable moments of our lives, was almost taken away from us. But here we are, social distancing, wearing our masks, and saying our last goodbyes. It is now time for us to carry our memories and gather them with us into the next phases of our lives. Our high school adventure has officially come to an end, and we will soon be facing a new chapter called life. And let me tell you, it is brutal. Life comes with its trials and tribulations, but with the power of passion and perseverance, there are no limits to what you all can do. It is important that you embrace who you are, do what you love, go where your heart leads you, and never forget where you came from. The first step towards getting somewhere is to decide that you're not going to stay where you are. Donaldsonville has shaped us into the young adults we are today. But now, it's time to move forward and grab the bull by its horns. I know most of you plan on going to college. Some of you might join the Army. Others will go straight into the workforce. Whichever road you choose, do it with pride and passion. Remember that the key to success is motivation. And what motivates me is seeing how much my parents have sacrificed, just so that one day they would be able to see my siblings and I walk across this very stage. So while you're sitting here before me on this monumental occasion, begin to think what motivates you. Maybe you're motivated by your parents' work ethic as they work tirelessly to support your household. Or maybe you're motivated to achieve greater heights because you were exposed to painful circumstances while growing up. Or perhaps your motivations have nothing to do with hardships at all. Maybe the very idea that you can utilize all of your potential is enough to propel you into greatness. Regardless of your reason, motivation generates success. And believe it or not, success is the greatest motivator. Surely, as we move into this new chapter, certain fears and insecurities will become more apparent. This is human nature. But I want to encourage each of you to remind yourselves in those fearful moments that you all will prevail. No, it won't be easy, and sure, we are going to make mistakes. But so what? In the words of Fred DeVito, if it doesn't challenge you, it will never change you. No one has ever learned without first ever making a mistake. Focus on looking beyond life's imperfections. Success will not come knocking at your door, but understand that it is your responsibility to go out and get it. You achieve that through sweat, tears, hard work, and dedication. Our new journey of 1,000,000 miles will begin with these few steps across this stage. I want you all to remember this day and cherish it for the rest of your lives. Be grateful at how lucky we are to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard. Thank you.
At this time, we will recognize a group of students who have excelled throughout their high school career and maintain a grade point average of 3.5 or higher. These young scholars are our distinguished honor graduates. Please stand and be recognized as I call your name. Antonio Buchanan, Troyel Como, Troyel Como. Alexia Edwards. Continue standing, please, until we've called all your names. Laura Gutierrez. Daytwan Harris. Kirodeja Johnson. Lanija Johnson. Talisha Johnson. Michaela Miles. McKaylin Simon, Kevin Singleton, Brejan Thomas, Destiny Vaughn, Courtney Washington, and Brianna Williams. Ladies and gentlemen, the Donaldsonville High School Distinguished Honor Graduates of 2020. You may be seated. There's another group of students that we will recognize tonight. These students have worked hard and maintained a grade point average of 3.0 to 3.4 and are our honor graduates. Please stand and be recognized as I call your name. Kyle Brooks, Alasia Dorsey, Lyric Francis, Raina Jones, Jalea Winchester, Talia Wise. Ladies and gentlemen, the Donaldsonville High School honor graduates of 2020. You may be seated. Now I would like to introduce our Superintendent of Ascension Parish Schools, Mr. David Alexander.
Well, isn't it great to be here? Right? I mean, it's great to be around people again. And it's an honor to join you for this special event. I know we're all grateful to the Lord for this beautiful and dry evening, because this time last week, we didn't think that was going to happen. I want to thank you, Principal Marvin Evans, the Donaldsonville High School administration, the faculty, the staff, for your effort to support these fine young men and women to finish high school, as well as your effort to support this event tonight. Thank you all very much. Let's give them a big hand. I'd also like to give a shout out to Ascension Parish Council and Parish President Quint Mall for proclaiming this week as graduation week for all the Ascension Parish 2020 graduates. A special thanks to the many state and local officials, to include Butch Browning and our local law enforcement under the leadership of Sheriff Weber, Chief Jackson. All of these people have helped us navigate the guidelines and execute the logistics for hosting this event safely, and we are really grateful. I'd also like to thank our very own maintenance crew, the Ascension Parish Maintenance Department, who've worked at 4 different stadiums over the last 3 days to help us get set up. And a big thank you to ETEL, who's bringing this event live, and then it'll be recorded and posted. So it's live for all those family members that were unable to join us here this evening. And I'd also like to thank several of your classmates, Laura, Kevin, Courtney, Brejan, and Jordan, who spent some time with me on Zoom to help me get to know a little bit about the class of 2020. In their words, they talked about how so many of you grew up together in this great community, how you're comfortable with each other even if you didn't live here your whole life. You like to have fun, you're funny, you're clever to express yourself, and you feel like one big old family. I enjoyed hearing about some of the memories of your high school career through their eyes. I'd like to close tonight with a few words of encouragement. These graduation tips are just reminders of things I know you already know, your family's probably already taught you, and things you're going to teach others one day. I know as graduates, you'll be taking the next step in life that requires some important decisions. And these decisions are likely centered around a couple of questions. What do I want to do? And how do I make each day count? I promise you I will not be long. This will be probably about 2 minutes. As you determine how to answer the question, what I want to do, I'd like for you to consider just 4 quick things. Find something you love, because the passion you have for something will help you see challenges as opportunities rather than reasons to quit. Find something you're good at, or something you want to get good at, because we all know success matters. Find something the world needs, because having a purpose outside yourself is really very fulfilling. And finally, find something that pays you fairly, so that you have the opportunity to live within your means, whatever that is. And finally, to make each day count, you know, we all have a bunch of things to do every day, and we all wonder at the end of the day, was it a good day? And our list is different every day for the most part, but I'd like to give you 3 things that maybe could be every day, should be every day for all of us. And if we could just answer yes to these 3 things every day, then we will probably say that we had a decent day. Don't ever lose sight of the value of experiencing the joy of making someone else happy, someone else successful every day. And don't forget to appreciate the effort that those around you and around me and all of us work to make us happy and make our day successful, just like all these people did today to make this day for you. And at the end of the day, it's always nice when we can claim that we've learned something. Tigers, we really are proud of you. We really are. We're grateful to be here to honor your moment tonight. So I'll leave you saying this. I'll pray for your safety as you celebrate this evening and whatever the days of celebration are ahead. But I pray mostly for your inner peace as you wrestle with the next step in your journey. It'll be fun, I promise. We're pulling for you. We're confident that whatever you do, you're going to make a difference. God bless all of you, and God bless your families. Thank you very much.
The recognition of academic excellence and the leadership qualities is always an exciting event during this commencement exercises. The valedictorian and salutatorian cup will be presented tonight by our principal, Marvin Evans. The valedictorian cup is awarded to the senior who has the highest average in all required subjects for 4 years of high school. The valedictorian cup is awarded to Ms. Laura Gutierrez. The salutatorian cup is awarded to the senior who has the second highest average in all required subjects for 4 years of high school. The salutatorian cup is awarded to Troyelle Como. The BC Always Excellence Award is presented to the senior boy, and the EC Land Excellence Award is presented to the senior girl, who in the estimation of the faculty has contributed most toward developing an understanding among students and teachers, has set an example of unselfish service to programs at this school, and has exhibited willingness to assist teachers and students whenever a need exists. This student is not only an excellent person, but an excellent student, ranking as an honor graduate of the senior class. The BC Always Award and the EC Land Award are being presented tonight by Dr. O'Neill Robinson. The BC Always Excellence Award is being presented to Daytwan Harris. The EC Land Excellence Award is being presented to Laura Gutierrez. Congratulations. Our DHS counselor, Ms. Yolanda Williams, will now come forward with our presentation of scholarships.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. At this time, I will announce the monetary awards and scholarships bestowed upon Donaldsonville High School Class of 2020. Graduates, please stand as I call your name and be seated after the amount of your scholarship is announced. To Antonio Buchanan, Dillard University, $32,000. To Troyell Xavier University, $56,000. To Laura Gutierrez University of Portland, $100,000. Southern University, A&M Baton Rouge, $52,000. Dillard University, $40,000. To Daytwan Harris, Dillard University, $32,000. To Michaela Jacobs, Loyola University, New Orleans, $68,000. Dillard University, $24,000. Birmingham Southern College, $5,000. To Destiny Vaughn, University of Louisiana Lafayette, $8,000. Xavier University, $36,000. To Courtney Washington, Xavier University, $36,000. Abilene Christian University, $64,000. Dillard University, $32,000. To Brianna Williams, Dillard University, $24,000. To Jalea Winchester, Dillard University, $40,000. Northwestern State University, $1,600. The following students have been awarded athletic scholarships. Please stand as I call your name and be seated after the amount of your scholarship is announced. Kyle Brooks, McPherson University, $152,000. Daytwan Harris, Dillard University, $20,000. Clenard Molaire, Alameda Community College, $13,000. Willie Piku, Louisiana College, $8,000. To Brandon Williams, Huntington College, $44,000. The grand total of monetary awards is $887,600. That's it.
Class of 2020, due to the COVID-19 pandemic and CDC guidelines, Principal Evans will not be able to hand you your diploma, shake your hand, and take the traditional picture. He would like you to know that he is standing here with you in spirit as he pick up your diploma during the monumental rite of passage. It is my honor to present to you the following candidates who have met all requirements put forward by Ascension Parish in the state of Louisiana for graduation. I request that you award these diplomas with all honors, rights, and privileges to the degree pertaining. Class of 2020, please stand as we begin. Aberniska Askins. Michaelin Austin. Cameron Banks. Jada Batiste. Quintrice Bell, Joshua Briscoe, Kyle Brooks, Derek Brown, Maisha Brown, Antonio Buchanan, Brandy Bunch, Jacoby Kayet, Chelsea Chapman, Caitlin Cole, okay. Huh? Troyelle Como, what's this one here? Brandon Dago, Tamia Diggs, Tyrese Diggs, yeah, I'm gonna get it, yeah, thank you. Elijah Darcy, Donald Dunbar, Jamon Dunn, Trayvon Dunn, Alexia Edwards, Tyrese Esther, Taylor Forsell, Lyric Francis, Danicula Gibbs, Trayvon Gillard, Megan Hardy, Daytwan Harris, Jacoby Haynes, Jada Haynes, Corinthia Henry, Andrea Holmes. Jalaire Johnson. Kira Deja Johnson. Lanaja Johnson. Mikael Johnson. Shanetta Johnson. Felicia Johnson. Christopher Jones. Raina Jones. Travis Joseph. You forgot your diploma case on the table. Jayon Joshua. Viera Julian. Corian Knockham. Devante LeBlanc. Amari Levy. Ty Marshall. Frederick Martin. Janiyah McBride. Be careful. Deja Miles. Be careful. Byron Miller. Kirk Mitchell. Clenor Mulaire. Michaela Miles. Be careful. D. Christopher Nicholas. Serena Nicholas. Tyrell North, Willie Piku, Charles Price, Tamia Robinson, Aquindus Rodrake, D'Amico Rome, Michaelin Simon, Kevin Singleton, Blaine Smith, Terry Smith, John Taz Sullivan, Jaquavius Tenner, Brajon Thomas, Quindaria Toussaint, Destiny Vaughn, Keisha Victor, Marquez Walker, Courtney Washington, Jordan Washington, Jordan. Joshua Washington, Chandler White, Brandon Williams, Brianna Williams, Are we done? Chriselle Williams, Corbin Williams, Lawan Williams, yeah. Jalea Winchester, Talia Wise, stay there. Salutatorian Troyel Como, Valedictorian Laura Gutierrez. Ladies and gentlemen, in order to give recognition to our salutatorian and valedictorian, we are waiting to confirm their diplomas at this time. Salutatorian Troyel Como, valedictorian Lori Gutierrez. Ladies and gentlemen, the Donaldsonville High School graduating class of 2020, let's give them deserving round of applause. At this time, Kevin Singleton will lead us in the benediction. Where's Kevin?
So now we leave to go our separate ways. We cherish all the memories we've created and all the things that we've learned. We treasure all the friends that we have made and all the situations that have brought us where we are today. We thank all our teachers and the staff of Donaldsonville High for being there for us all throughout the years. We pray that God will take us in his hands and hold us tightly in the years to come. And as we seek to find our fondest dreams, we pray that he will guide us all the way. We ask that he grant us serenity to accept what we cannot change, courage to change what we can, and wisdom to know the difference and continue on. Today should not bring tears of sorrow, but tears of joy. For today is a blissful day and the start of many new experiences in our lives. Good luck to you all. May the future bring you happiness, and may your dreams come true. We finally made it, class of 2020.
Class of 2020, as a sign to show that you are now graduates, move your tassel to the left to signify your achievement. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, prior to our graduate recessional, please allow me to provide you with some dismissal directions. In order to adhere to the CDC guidelines of social distancing, our Ascension Parish Sheriff deputies will provide you with directions to safely exit your seating area. Please do not move until your section has received that request. Thank you for your cooperation. Class of 2020, recessional.